covenant with, basically, is with your husband, not just with anybody. And so that's the problem. But there's people out here just trying to be their own God, trying to govern their own lives, find their own man, and it's just not gonna work out like that, you know. And you can find one, get married and have kids, but that's why people get divorced. All this crazy stuff is happening during your marriage, like, you know what I'm saying? So the whole world needs to repent. Anyway, I'll make more videos about that and about like waiting for your husband, and things like that. So anyway, yes, so that was another situation, and then I'm gonna end with the last time I ever got approached was for a foursome. So the demon said, let's take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to do threesomes. Let's do a foursome now. So, so this all was happening, by the way, after I ended a toxic relationship, and with this person that basically got into cahoots with, make sure it's still recording, with my family after, like, when our relationship was ending. Instead of just leaving me alone like a normal person, they basically got recruited to come against me as well, and they got rewarded in with a car, like a nice car, that he literally had no money the whole time we were dating. So he worked, he had money to pay the rent and stuff like that, but he all of a sudden popped up with a nice car. So years later, I'm putting all this stuff together that was his reward. He got money to like move to, let me not talk too much, not too many details. But he got money to move to like an expensive state, just all these things, right? And, you know, I don't know if you'll ever see this video, but yeah, I know what's going on, and I'm on to you, okay? I mentioned that because the last attempts for these demons to try to get me was this guy that I was talking to right before I got in a relationship with my ex. And so he showed up to my job, and he was like, at the time, I've since left that place, thank the Lord. But he showed up to my job and was like, oh, like, are you single now? I thought you were dating someone. I was like, yeah, we broke up. And so I'm single now, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, okay, so like, let's go out. So I was like, okay. So he just told me like, we'll just go out to a hookah bar and things like that, because I used to like to do all that stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. So we set it up, and so, oh my goodness, like this story was insane. So he came and picked me up. I brought my hookah with me because he said afterwards we were gonna go, because we basically planned to like go out and get drunk and just party, whatever. So he said he booked a hotel, and we're gonna go like, you know, chill there until the next morning and then leave. And so I was like, cool. So he comes to get me. We pull up to the hotel to check in first. Tell me why his brother and this other girl is there, which was almost like his brother's date. So, but you know, I didn't care. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, he just said they're coming with us. Like, we're all gonna go out. And I'm like, great. Like, the more the merrier, you know what I'm saying? Because I was an outgoing person. Like, I want to go out and interact with people. But, you know, if you're chosen, you know, like you haven't had a normal life or experience, you don't really have friends, you just can't, you haven't been able to move the way you want to move, you know, for most of us. Some chosen ones may have had that experience where they had friends and stuff, but the friends were fake and eventually revealed themselves. But some of us just never even had the experience of having a bunch of fake friends. Like, and some of us just never really had friends. So I fell in that category, okay? So I was like eager to go out. I'm like, yeah, let's go out, let's have a good time, whatever. So I thought we were just going out as like a group. Me, him, his brother, and the other girl. So the whole time, this girl would like not say a word to me. She was just like sitting in the corner acting weird, and I just was like, you know, whatever, that's not my problem. I'm here to have a good time for myself. So yeah, and I don't know them. And one thing was when we were checking in. So yes, like I said, he first came to get me. We went to check in. We go to park. We go up to like the rooftop, the highest part to park, and his brother comes as well in his own car. So he wasn't saying anything. So I was starting to get irritated a little bit because I kept asking like, cause they were just sitting in the car for like a while. And I was like, okay, like, what are we doing? Like, what is going on? Why are we just sitting here? And he just kept telling me to just wait, like they're trying to figure something out. So I was just like, maybe they're trying to figure out how to pay. I didn't know what was going on. But I was just like, okay, whatever. But I was really starting to get irritated on the inside. I was just like, don't keep hushing me, telling me to just wait. Like, what are y'all doing? So anyway, eventually we park and we're able to go check in. And you know, these demons, they just like to harvest your time and energy, because I guarantee you they were not doing anything sitting in the cars. We were just sitting there for no reason. Anyway, so we check in, we go to the hotel, and like I said, we're supposed to go out like to a club and, you know, party and stuff, and then come back. And so we're chilling in the hotel, and we just keep sitting. He was like, because the whole plan, like I said, was to have a foursome, but they didn't. Of course, they didn't tell me. They didn't ask. Like, he never asked or anything. They just thought they were gonna basically start having sex and then be like, oh, let's have a foursome. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know what they thought. So, because that's what happened. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, okay, are we gonna go out? Like, what is going on? Once again, they're just everybody dragging their feet, lollygagging. I'm like getting so irritated at this point, because I'm like, I came here to go out, like, you know. And he was like, oh, like, maybe we should just like hang in a hotel. And at this point where I was in my life, I was a serious alcoholic. God has delivered me. Okay, I'm 5 months sober from all substances. Okay, all glory to the Most High, period. Okay, so yeah, and you know it's God, because like I said, well, I know it's God for sure. I talk to him every day, okay? But it's rewind to how I told you guys, I was literally stepping out almost every 10 minutes to go hit the you know what earlier. And so you just can't go from that to being completely sober without God, you know. Like, you need help. Like, you need literally supernatural divine intervention. So yeah, so go to God. I'm telling you, he's going to deliver you from any and everything you're addicted to, okay? Fast and pray. Fast 3 days, no food, no water. If you can, or just try to fast at least 24 hours to start. No food, no water, and pray. Psalm 91, Matthew 6, okay? Psalm 91, Matthew 6. Okay, so he was just like, okay, maybe we should just chill in a hotel. So what I was trying to say was, I like to drink like by myself, and like I would just have a good time by myself. Like, even just drinking by myself, I would, like, you know, pour some wine, put on a good show. Like, I love, you know, whatever TV show I love watching, and just like enjoy my own company. So because basically the whole point is your family, like all these people coming at you, they want to drive you to be lonely and to feel like, oh, no one wants you, like no one wants to hang around with you, all these things, so that you take yourself off the planet, right? So, but it never worked on me, because I love my own company, and I was just like, you know what, screw it. As long as I have internet, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna watch this reality show or TV show that I like. I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead. Like, I'm gonna pour me some wine, maybe some food, and have a good funky time, a good old funky time, okay, by myself. So yeah, so just I got to the point where I like drinking by myself anyway, and I would just have a good time regardless. So when he was like, let's just stay in a hotel, like maybe not go out, because they were trying to act like they didn't know where we should go, or there weren't any good spots open. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, he was like, we can just have like a hotel party. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, it's the 4 of us here. Let's hang out, you know, party, whatever. I was already drunk. And I was like, I had more alcohol with me. So I was just giddy, like, you know, being drunk and happy and stuff. And so, like I said, of course, the whole time, the plan was never for us to go out and do anything. It was just for them to get me to here, this place, and, you know, engage sexually. So, and keep in mind, like I said, it was this guy and his brother, okay? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. So the night goes on, and the girl is still sitting in the corner, like not saying a word. If she said anything, I think maybe she said something to the brother that she was with, but she was just, you know, sitting in the corner acting weird. So, I thought, you know, she's just quiet and insecure or something. I don't know. So I didn't think too much of it, and like he took me, he was like, oh, let's go get ice or something from outside. So you know how you have to walk to like the ice station or whatever in the hotel. When I came back, his brother and the girl were smashing in the hotel. So I'm just like, what the heck? Like I got irritated. I'm like, what is going on? Like, cause at this point I'm like, you know, drunk. I'm like, I'm just trying to sit down and relax. And obviously we can't do that if they're in the hotel room doing that, you know, because it was only one room. You know, so what do they expect us to do? Like, I'm not gonna be standing out here walking around. I'm trying to sit down, like, you know, and relax. So he was like, the guy was like, oh, doesn't it sound like they're having fun though? Like, don't you want to join the fun? Like, he was like, doesn't it sound like fun though? Like, I was like, are you okay? Like, I did not come here for any of that. First of all, I'm not even smashing you, okay? So it's really insane that you think I'm gonna smash your brother and this random girl that I'm not attracted to, that I don't know, like, and your brother. Like, I'm not even gonna smash you. Like, I don't even like you like that. I just came out to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, these demons, they have no self-awareness, and I just don't even know. So, yeah, or maybe just because I seemed like drunk and friendly and clueless, that he just thought it was a shoo-in, I guess. So, yeah, so I'm just looking at him like, what? Like, absolutely not. And so I was just like, I guess we're just gonna wait it out until they're done. And he just kept pushing. He was like, you know, yeah, don't you wanna, you know, join them? Like, it doesn't sound like they're having fun. I was like, sir, like, I wanted to tell him to take me home so bad, but he had been drinking as well. So that wasn't an option. And so that's when I started getting like angry, because I was like, now I'm gonna have to like maybe call an Uber or something. It was just too much. Like, at this point I was so drunk, like, it's not even like I want to get into an Uber. Like, I want to lay down and be in one safe space. Like, we were supposed to be basically sleeping it off in the hotel room that they got. Of course, I didn't know, like I said, this was their plan all along. All they know is they have an agenda to get you to sleep with them so they can harvest your energy and your time and your essence, and manifest off of you, basically, and get you in a contract with them. You know, when you sleep with someone, you become one, okay? So, like I said, you can break that with fasting and prayer, but yeah. Who knows what you might still have to go through once it's established before you break it, because everything has consequences. Even if you can break it, you know, and God will deliver you. What if you get an STD or something, or you get pregnant, or you would just have to go through something once it's established, you know. So we just want to avoid all that in the first place, right? So yeah, but I literally was about to like punch this dude in the face. Like I just didn't want to go to jail. It took everything in me not to get like physically violent with this dude, because I was just like, how dare you? Like, nothing was happening. So the brother and the girl eventually were tired of smashing and finished it. And I was finally able to lay down. They felt awkward, I'm sure. Like, I don't care. Like I said, like, chosen ones, you know, we never gave a F, okay? Like, they don't know, but we know, like, we never gave a F. So I'm just trying to lay down. Like, I didn't care about everything that had just transpired. I was drunk, like, I was tired and angry. And so I just went to lay down, and we basically were all like lying in a bed together, and nobody said a word. And I'm just laying there like, you freaking weirdos. So yeah, one thing I forgot was while he was still trying to convince me, he basically told me him and his brother smashed that girl together. And so I'm like, I don't know what you guys went through as children, or if his brother like, you know, touched him or something, or what happened between them that makes you think this is normal and this is okay. I didn't say all this. I'm just like thinking this in my head after he told me him and his brother were smashing that girl together. I was like, you know, that's great for y'all, but that's not normal, you know, and it's just actually very sick and twisted, and I'm not gonna have any parts of it. So this is just what I was thinking, like I said. So anyway, yeah. So it was the next morning finally, and everybody had sobered up, so he could finally take me home. And I never spoke to him again. I was just like, oh my goodness. But that situation really opened my eyes, and yeah. So that was some of my crazy experiences. I have many more stories to tell. Anything sexually explicit like this or more personal will be on my Patreon, so you want to head over there. Okay, I have a story time tier where you'll join if you want like stories like this. I'll try to post a story every week, maybe even 2 stories every week on Patreon. Just more personal stories, more advice, more insight on the spiritual realm and things like that. You guys can send in your requests for what you want me to talk about or what you need advice on. I'm on Patreon as well, okay? Over here on YouTube, I'm gonna stick with more, not necessarily general topics, but just more informational topics, not really like personal stories, but this is informational as well. Maybe it might help someone if you've been having strange like occurrences where people keep trying to get you to have sex with them, or to have threesomes or foursomes, things like that. It's not normal, and there's something going on around you, okay? So once you wake up and you realize what's happening, you stop having these experiences, because then you've entered like a new reality where those things won't even try you anymore, basically. So yeah, so it hasn't happened to me since, and it will never happen to me again, because now I know who I am. Now, I walk in my power. Now I'm awake. So it's just not even in my reality anymore. I'm in a new timeline, okay, a new cut, a new color, a new style. So
looking for a new style, a new haircut, a new cut, a new color.
So yeah, so those are just some of my stories of how, the devil tried to get me in contract and in covenants with, these different people he would throw my way, to get me to do threesomes and foursomes and all those sexually explicit things. It's given Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? No. So, yeah. And like I said, I will keep more personal stories on Patreon, but I will be sharing more general stories and things like that over here on YouTube. So you can just like this video and subscribe so you don't forget my channel. That is a free way to support me. Or you can head over to Patreon. I have different options for you guys. There you can join the June 2025 Beachbody Challenge, as I said. You can book me for a one-on-one, or you can join the Discord all through Patreon. Once again, the Discord will be completely free for 30 days. So this time, February, I'll close it and put it back to $1. It's still just $1, so yeah. But you know, I know sometimes you don't even have that, and that's fine. But I mean, all that is changing this year in 2025. Okay, God is going to bless us, and 2025 is going to be a crazy but amazing year. Okay, so yes, but I hope you guys enjoyed my stories. Just protect yourselves, protect your energy, protect your bodies, protect your womb, ladies. Okay, protect your essence, you know what I'm saying? And don't engage in things you know you should not be engaging in. If you have any curiosities or anything unresolved, like I said, I was still drinking, smoking, watching corn, just doing all these things that was leaving me open to being attacked and to being approached by these entities. So if you're doing any of that, you can be delivered from it. Just, you know, fast and pray, leave me a comment. I will give you the best advice I can, or book me for a one-on-one if you don't want to leave a personal comment. And yeah, and I hope this video gave you some insight and helped you guys today. You know, you have to agree, you have to say yes, so just don't. Say no. They cannot force you to do anything that you don't come into agreement with. So always say no, okay? Like Cat Williams said, Diddy likes to party. You got to tell him no.
4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Okay, because they can't force you. So you have to come into agreement with these things. And I was by smoking, drinking, watching corn, all those things. So you also have to leave those things behind, come out of agreement of anything that is keeping these doors open in your life, okay? Yes, and God will be with you every step of the way. You just gotta call onto Him, okay? Remember that He's always there, and He can always be there for you. You just have to ask, you have to fast and pray to strengthen your connection with Him, and to break any chains, any covenants, anything that is keeping you in bondage, you know. So yes, but I'll be making a lot more videos on my channel. If you're new here, I will be doing fitness content as soon as the Heavenly Father releases me to do so. That is a main passion of mine is weightlifting, but right now God said there's more important things to be discussed. So yeah, you can subscribe to me if you're interested in fitness content and diet and nutrition information. I do have some videos already on my channel about like healthy things to eat for your gut, healthy soda alternatives and things like that, okay? But I don't want to keep you guys, so just leave me a comment. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time. Remember that God loves you very much, and I am rooting for you. Bye.